Minasan konnichiwa. Today it is late March, mid-March, whatever. Either way, Sakura season is beginning. It's actually been, the Sakura are blooming in various locations around Japan. Not quite yet Kyoto, a little bit in Kyoto, but we're not yet in full-blown Sakura season. Despite that, Japan has started the selling of their seasonal Sakura goods. We're still a little bit on the early side, but nevertheless, I went to Family Mart last night and bought all of the Sakura goods that I could find. So today we're doing a mini haul just to try out the things that I found at Family Mart. So, of course, every location in Japan, especially each individual branch of Konbini, has their own Sakura-themed goods, particular restaurants, malls and random shops within Japan. Like, the stuff that you find is definitely not, like, it's exclusive to each location or each company. So you really have to go around and try lots of different things if you want to find all the Sakura themed goods like I do. And so today we're just doing what I found in Family Mart now at the end of March, but I've already tried a bunch of different stuff because I think Starbucks is the earliest to release their Sakura goods in like late February, their Sakura themed drinks, and then it changes like until April. So there's a lot going on. We're just gonna do Family Mart today because one step at a time. So let's introduce the stuff that I found. First, we've got the Sakura latte from Dotois, as my sister said it's pronounced Dotois, as her French friend told her, but in Japanese I think it's actually pronounced Dotoru. So I'm gonna call it Dotoru because I don't speak French. This is not like the cutest one of the bunch, like without a doubt. I'm absolutely in love with this packaging. It's gorgeous. Each year, a lot of these items are like released every year, but sometimes they change the packaging. So Dotoru, I feel so dumb. I'm sorry y'all, if you speak French, forgive me. None of me is French. So Dotoru, I know that they release a Sakura latte like this in the convenience each year, but last year's packaging was not this cute, so I'm very excited. Like, this is literally sending me to Tengoku. So, we got the Sakura latte. Next, we have Picoras, Sakura matcha aji. Picoras are basically like the opposite. They're like an inside-out Pocky. They're not really, but that's the closest, like, kind of comparison I can make. So Pockies have like the cream on the outside and then like a biscuit stick on the inside, but Picolas have biscuity, like crispy wafer on the outside, and then the inside is full of cream. So Picola releases this matcha sakura aji flavor every year, and I've been buying these for at least like 3 years. The first time I found them, I actually found them on Rakuten. Like, I didn't see them out in the world. I think it was during COVID. It was a whole different world during COVID. But for the past 2 years, I've been seeing them in stores. So I got this one from Family Mart today. Love these. Next, we have a couple of new items I've never actually seen before. This one, Sakura Kinton. I have no idea what a Kinton is. I don't know what Kinton means. But it said Sakura. It's obviously Kisetsu Gente, so we picked it up. Yeah, it looks like it might be, I don't even want to say biscuit. It doesn't look like a biscuit. It says there's azuki iri. Let's read the package. Hokkaido-san azuki iri. So as you can see, there's beans inside, and according to this, they're azuki. And the azuki are from Hokkaido, but that still doesn't tell us what it is. So we've got that going on. And then the last thing I picked up is this Sakura Kintsuba. This is also something completely new to me. One, I've never seen it before, and two, I don't know what a Kintsuba is. So these two are very foreign to me, but I'm willing to try anything Sakura pretty much. So I picked them up, and yeah, let's give them a go together. So where should we start? Let's start with these because these are brand new and I literally don't know what they are. So let's start with this one. It's super cute. I'm very excited. This packaging brings me great joy. So let's find out together what a kinton is. Maybe the package will tell us a little bit of something. Sometimes they have the name, not sometimes, like usually the name of the product is like around the ingredient list, and sometimes you can tell what it is from that. There's like random words I'm trying to read to get some more information before we open it up. So if we read this little part inside, it says, sorry y'all, you know, my kanji ability is low, so we're just gonna, it's probably gonna be incorrect, but I'm gonna give it a go anyways. Sakura ha iri no shittori to shita shokkan no kiji. Haru no otozure o kanjiru ajiwai. Oh, I read them all, y'all. I read them all. That shook me. So yeah, we just read this little package, and all it did was, I thought it was going to give us information onto what the product was, but it just gives you, like, Japanese products like to do this. It's like a little memoir. They wrote us a little poem, a little note. Like, oh, so it does tell us there's sakura leaves inside. Sakura ha iri, could be sakura pa, I can't read that well. It's telling you that the shokkan, so the way it feels like in your mouth, is shittorisha. I don't know what that means. That is the kiji, so the dough. And then it feels like spring has arrived. That's the flavor. That's literally what it says. Flavor that feels like spring has arrived. So it did not give us any actual real context for what we're about to eat. Just kind of like the feeling of where we're going if we consume this product. So, still looking for the name. I finally found it. Meishi. I don't know if meishi is the correct word. Kashi. Alright, so usually right there, above the ingredient list, you guys probably can't see this. So here's the name of the product again, Sakura Kinton, which we already know, we don't know what that means. This meisho, or maybe it's meisho, that means like proper name. Usually you'll be able to get a little more information here sometimes. I say usually, sometimes. But now it just says snack. Kashi. So they failed us, we don't know what it is. It looks like we're gonna have to open it, y'all. And just figure it out together. So let's give it a go. We've got this little notch here. Honestly, like, it looks like a little brownie, but because I've lived in Japan this long, I know that there ain't no brownies here. Like, the thing that looks like a brownie is always going to be dry and crumbly and disappointing if what you're expecting is a brownie. So, okay. Oh, it's very fragrant. Ooh, it smells like Sakura anko, but it doesn't. So it looks like a little muffin, which is cute. Pretty dense. Yeah, like a little muffin. Okay, let's give it a go. Here are the little Hokkaido-san azukis. Itadakimasu. Okay, thoughts I'm having, right? I knew when I picked it up that it wasn't a muffin because it's quite dense, even though it looks like one. This is one of those things that you have no context for unless you've like come to Japan and tried it, because in America we don't have like this thing. What it tastes like to me, or what it feels like, is it feels like a mass of azuki paste, honestly. And like this whole thing is just Sakura anko, which is what I was thinking. I said at some point, I don't remember where I said it. Maybe the smell, it smells like Sakura azuki. It's like one big mass of Sakura azuki, which I am pleased with. I actually appreciate that. That's really weird, y'all. Yeah, there's no like, I don't think it's any bread or like, there might be a little bit of flour or something in here, but it mainly seems like they took a whole ball of Sakura azuki and then they like maybe toasted it a little bit, it's a little brown, and then they like shaped it into this muffin thing. So I guess that's what a kinton is. We've learned together. A kinton is just one big mass of azuki paste. Excellent. All right, let's move on to this one because this one is new. To the kintsuba. I have a feeling these are going to be really similar, and that's just because of my ignorance. Like, they both start with kin. they must be similar. There's no kanji to like help me figure out what this means, so we're just gonna have to base it off of our childlike ignorance. This one also says Sakura ha iri, which once again I'm probably pronouncing incorrectly because my kanji ability is low. So this one also has sakura leaves inside. This one also does not give us information about the proper name. It also just says wagashi. So the other one was kashi, and this one's wagashi. So I guess a kinton is not like traditional Japanese snack. I literally have no idea. What it looks like to me is it looks like yokan. Does anyone know what yokan is? It's unfortunate if the answer for you is no, because I cannot explain. It's literally like a log. Like, they're shaped like this usually, little rectangles. It looks like jelly, right? It looks just like this, but without the like the crusting on the side. It's just pure like gelatin, but it's made out of azuki, and so it tastes just like anko, except it's really smooth like glass. It's weird. I can't explain it. Anyways, yokan is a thing, and that's what this looks like. But because it's called kintsuba, I'm assuming it's not yokan. Y'all, I'm sorry, there are no English words for this. Wow, it looks really unappetizing. I'm not gonna lie. It looks kind of scary. Like, does this not look like mold? I shouldn't say that as I'm about to eat this. Wow, this definitely looks like something that I should not eat. Because the expiration date was passed many years ago. All right, it says it doesn't expire for another 3 months, so I guess we're safe. 2025 June. It's March, but wow, this looks really toxic. We're eating it. As long as it doesn't smell foul. It's weird. Usually they give you, like, if you have yokan, they give you the little like wooden tsumayoji or like toothpick to split it and eat, or a tiny little spoon. And here we don't have this, maybe because it's Family Mart. Wow, I hate the way this looks, y'all. Like, everything in me that studied all these like 10 years of biology and chemistry is telling me, and does cell culture and bacterial culture is telling me not to eat this. Like, it looks so poisonous. Itadakimasu. It doesn't taste rancid. Like, my face is just because I was expecting it to taste rancid, and my brain hasn't caught up with reality yet. Like, it definitely doesn't taste rotten. I don't know what this crusted layer is, but I wish that they did not do that. I can't really get past it. Like, the way this just looks like an overgrowth of bacteria. But we're gonna stop because that's what I keep telling you guys. You'll never try a kintsuba on your own. What if it's like a delicacy? A Family Mart delicacy. We should learn up together. If I close my eyes and eat it, it's probably not as bad. No, even behind my eyelids, I see the white crust in y'all. Anyways, this is like halfway between the kinton, right? The literal mass of like bean paste, and yokan. Like, texturally, it's halfway in the middle. So you see, it's not all smooth as glass like yokan is, right? It doesn't look all watery. But it's not quite just a whole mass of bean paste. So I'm not exactly sure what they've done here, but it feels very, very Japanese. It's really hard for me to get past the way this thing looks. So I'm not going to eat so much more, but it tastes like Sakura, which is fun, but it looks like it's 100 years old. So I think that's enough of the kintsuba. I gave it a go. We're moving on. Okay, next, My faves, y'all. These are ones that I've tried before in the past. These are my go-tos. I'm just going to eat them on camera for you because that's the life I want to live. They're not going to be first impressions, but I can talk about my impressions. So the Piccolo package always brings me great joy. Like, one of the things that I love about Sakura season is just like the aesthetic is very like pleasing to my brain. The pink, often Sakura is mixed with like matcha, the flavors, and so you get the like pastel pink and greens everywhere. But even without the green, just the pastel pinks, like this is my whole aesthetic. So I love this, and even if they don't taste super spectacular, I buy them just like to make my brain happy aesthetically. So it comes in like 2 little packages like this, 1 box. And obviously 1 serving is only 1 of these, but my American self eats an entire box as a serving because why stop, right? So here's a Piccolo Sakura matcha. Inside is the matcha cream, and outside is the Sakura biscuito. Itadakimasu! Oishii yo. Kore oishii yo. Absolutely fabulous. Fantabulous. It's so good. I have not a single complaint. Everything is delicious. Haru ni ajiwau picora. Kyoto Fusan uji matcha shio. So one of the prides of Kyoto is their uji matcha. Uji is actually the city south of Kyoto City. It's where I lived my first year here in Kyoto. And that's where I guess like Japan's best matcha comes from. Like the highest quality matcha I think is uji matcha. So that's just like an hour train ride south of where I live. And so, yeah, you'll see when you can start to read kanji, or even they write it in English sometimes. If you see uji matcha, that's the good stuff. So the matcha flavor is very, very potent and strong in this. That little bit of like bitterness, but obviously it's very sweet. But yeah, the very strong matcha flavor is uji matcha. So. We love it. We have no complaints. We have not a single complaint. I can eat these all day. But I should not because I'm pretty sure 1 package is like 200 calories. We're not here for the calories today, so I'm going to stop. But it looks like Piccolo has some other like interesting flavors. I've never tried these. But they have a kuroi Piccolo, which looks like Oreo. I would love to try this because Oreo is not a flavor that's popular in Japan. I wonder if it's just not popular in Asia in general. Like, in America, we love the Oreo flavor, but you rarely ever see it here. So, if they got an Oreo Piccolo, I'm gonna go for that. If one of you guys see it, let me know. If you know where to find it on the internet, hit me up. I will order it and try it. Alright, lastly, the star of the day, we have Dotoru's Kawaii Sakura Latte. She is bae. I love her. We are 1. I literally had one of these last night. I bought 2, knowing that it would take some time to film the video, and so I wanted to have one to drink before I actually drank the other one on camera. So this is number 2 that I will drink for you. Very cute. Google top. Sakura Latte. Haru ajiwau Sakura Latte. Dotoru. So, in Japan, they always give you the little straw on the side, the transforming straw, the chijimu straw, because we are all about space efficiency here in Japan. So, you take the straw out, and then you transform it. It snaps into place, and you have a normal length straw. Shake it up. Beautiful, beautiful. Itadakimasu. We love her. Y'all, I don't even know how to explain what Sakura like tastes like. People have asked me this in the past, and I always respond, this flavor cannot be described like in words. I just can't. It's the problem is it's not a flavor that we have like reference of in the States. And so I had to come here, try it, not really know what to describe it as, and then try it again and again and again and again. And after years, I'm like, oh, this flavor is Sakura. But like, we have no other reference in my brain. So, unfortunately, all I can tell you is that it's sweet and pink, because that's how my brain associates the flavor of Sakura. Sweet and pink. So, if you like sweet and pink, chances are high you will enjoy the flavor of Sakura. But yeah, that's all I got for you. I'm so sorry. Just know it's delicious, and it's a flavor that is very unique, but it's also soft. It's a light flavor. And I think that's supposed to be to coincide with like how Sakura are in real life. They're very delicate pink. Like if you were to take one blossom, like a flower of Sakura, and look at it, like most of the petals is white, and then you get a very soft like ombre of pink toward the middle. And that's like the flavor, right? Like the main flavor is milk and sugar, but the Sakura flavor just kind of delicately like swoops in off the top. So I know that was not helpful to anybody, but that's the best I can do, so that's what we're going with. So delicious. I will continue buying this as long as it's in stores. I think the first time I saw it was maybe early March. So right now it's the third week of March. The end of the third week of March. That's a lie. Third week of March starts tomorrow. Today's the 20th. And Sakura items, like I said, you can find them in Japan anywhere starting from like late February through April. But they usually end when Sakura season is at its peak, which obviously varies every year. But typically is late March to early April. So this year as well, I looked at a Sakura forecast really quick, and it looks like peak Sakura is going to be the end of the first week of April here in Kyoto. So I'm looking forward to that. Would love to do some hanami, but with the way my life is set up, chances are low. Other than that, this newspaper that I got, I think I got this last week or a couple weeks ago, like, these look really delicious. So I think I have to head to Daimaru and get my hands on this Sakura roll cake. Is it Sakura or Ichigo? It's Sakura, y'all. I need this. So, yeah, I appreciated that the newspaper this month or this week or whatever was all Sakura pink, and everything's about Hanas and Sakura. So I need to get me over to Daimaru and eat this whole cake by myself, and anything else I can find. So yeah, today was just the Family Mart tiny haul, but 7-Eleven has been on fire with Sakura. Their Sakura section has been fire for the past like month, and I didn't film any of that. So yeah, I still have a lot to explore, but I hope you enjoyed this video. It was short and sweet, very sweet. And yeah, look forward to the next one. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys later. Mata ne. Bye.